Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. Thanks for stopping by. You guys could have been anywhere. And I truly do mean you guys could have been anywhere. But you clicked on your girl video, so shout out to y'all and thank you. Listen, if you have not subscribed to this channel yet, really, what you waiting for? You know it's free, right? You know if you hit that subscribe button, it's free. I just told you something if you ain't know. And check this out. If you hit that like button and leave a comment or emoji, you know that shit is free too. Who would have ever thought? You can get something for free these days. And it really dead ass be free. All right. But you know, if I was y'all, do that. If y'all do any of that, shout out to y'all and thank you. What's going on, y'all? How y'all been? Listen. Your girl thought she was about to meet her maker. Dead and your girl thought she was about to meet her maker. Literally, I thought I was about to be. But see, God got other plans for me. And he told me to stop playing in his face. He said he ain't got time for this bullshit. He said, Mel, go sit your ass down. I don't got time for this. And that's how I knew I still got more time on the earth. Because I wasn't accepted upstairs just yet. Child. When I tell y'all life be lifing, life be lifing. But I'm still here. I'm still here. Yeah, God told me to stop playing in his face and go sit my ass down. So, you know, I had to go sit down for like 2 days to get myself together. But, you know, a bitch is back. Back the old ways again. See, that's why God said, you know what, I play too much. But you know, we be talking. He be understanding. He know me. He know me real well. Anyway, what's going on, y'all? Y'all, we are back for another episode of Flavor of Love. Yes, we are here for Flavor of Love. We on season 1, episode 2, and I'm about to jump straight into it. Y'all ready? Because I am. Let's go. All right, y'all. We're going to pick up where we left off last week. Remember, 5 girls went home last week. So now it's the next morning. And Flav lets us know that 5 more is going home today. But for now, he going to let everybody chill out, get to know their surroundings, get to know each other, and basically chill out for the morning part, right? So you got some girls exercising, meditating, I guess a little bit of yoga. I don't know. Everybody doing their own thing, right? But then you got another group that's upstairs, I guess getting ready, and another group that's just chilling, whatever. So you got Georgia, Rain, and Goldie in the room, still in the bed. Then you got New York and Miss Latin in the bathroom, right? Now, this bathroom in the bedroom must be hella close, or they got mics throughout that whole goddamn house, because she was hearing everything they were saying. What happened was they was in there talking about her, and the first thing I said was, y'all are pressed. We only on episode 2. Episode 1, she had everybody pressed. It's like all y'all knew who the fuck she was. She could care less about who y'all was and any of y'all names. And I promise y'all that. Everybody knew her name. And that was the mission. Because the first thing this morning, y'all wake up talking about her. It wasn't necessarily Goldie. Goldie is me. Goldie just wanted to know what the fuck was happening, and she wanted a good kiki in the morning. She wanted some tea in the morning. But Georgia and Rain, when I tell you, is pressed by her near presence, and she wasn't even in the room. She was in the bathroom. So what happened was, apparently you're not supposed to change your clothes, and New York changed her clothes. So Georgia noticed that and was like, bitch, why the fuck you got that on? You did not come here with that. You came here in a whole nother outfit. New York thing was, don't use the F-bomb with me. I said, no, not don't use the F-bomb. So that made New York upset. Rain must have noticed that New York was upset. She asked New York what was going on. New York tell her that basically Georgia was fucking with her. And so they was talking about that, right? So New York hears them cackling and talking about her and talking about what happened. So she was like, this is not going to happen. I'm not going to wake up every morning listening to them talk about me. I'm going to confront them. I said, well, confront them, you may shall do. Go on, girl, confront them. I want to see this. What's going to happen? Because this is going to be interesting. Anyway, so now it's breakfast time, right? So everybody's coming downstairs. Big Rick comes in. No, everybody's coming downstairs, but notice two people is missing. Who's missing? Miss Latin and New York is missing. So Big Rick comes in and he got a flavgram. A flavgram is, I guess he's going to tell them every time it's some activities going to be done. But this flavgram was, they all going to the resort, and I guess the rooms that they're going to have, or the places they're going to have, they're going to be in hot tubs. They're going to have 10 minutes with him in the hot tub, and they have to decorate it, you know, they have to put their personal touch on the hot tub, the scenery of the hot tub, right? But they only going to get 10 minutes with him, and that's each girl. So which means it's going to be 15 girls getting 10 minutes. That's, whew, child. How he going to, I guess you got to make a real hell of an impression. But, okay. Anyway, so, finally, after all that was happening, I guess, I don't know when Miss Latin decided to come in, but we found out that Miss Latin was in the phone room calling her ex-man Cash, who she just broke up with, who she been with for 4 years. I said, bitch, what are you doing here? But everybody got an agenda, so I get it. You wanted a little bit of exposure. I ain't even mad at you, but bitch, you couldn't wait till after to call your man. I mean, was you really going through it? But anyway, she ends up calling her man, and when I tell you, when he didn't pick up and that answer machine came up, yo, this is Cash. I can't pick up right now. Leave a message. Beep. She looked devastated. When I say devastated, she looked like she was about to cry. She looked like she was stressed the fuck out. I said, girl, we are talking about your ex-man while you in the house talking about you looking for a man. All right, I got you. But anyway, so she ended up somewhere in there. So I don't know if she heard the flavgram or not, but that ain't the point. After it was been read, everybody damn near finished breakfast. New York brings her ass downstairs. And baby, when I tell you, she changed the mood in the whole entire room. First of all, she didn't even say shit. She just walked in and everybody was like, I said, y'all hating bitches. Y'all are some haters. Anyway, so she goes through the good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Ugh, not you. Good morning. So she said not to you, to Rain. So Rain was like, what? She was like, so New York responds with, y'all, when I tell you New York mouth is crazy, she said, no, you can choke. I said, not telling the bitch at the table when she eating, she can choke. Rain didn't even know what to say. She said, really? And when I tell you that shit stunned everybody in there, everybody's like, what? Yeah, she can choke. Don't play with me. When I tell you, this is why they hate her ass. This is why they hate. She don't, when I tell you she don't care, y'all, New York don't fucking care. And I love it. I love the fact that every time this bitch walk in a room, she got all y'all panties in the bunch for no reason. But anyway, so now they got to go and look for bathing suits and prepare themselves for the hot tub scene. So they're on their way to the resort, right? You got bus one, and bus one is quiet. I don't even remember who was in bus one. But then you got bus two. Bus two was popping. When I tell you bus two was popping, it started with Goldie singing Miss New York. So what would you do if you find Flav in a hot tub naked? She was like, so New York response was, I really don't feel like talking. I have a lot on my mind right now, so I really don't feel like talking. So Pumpkin response is, like, we're just trying to get to know you. She was like, well, I don't want to get to know you. When I tell you, she's so calm, cool, collective with her saying, y'all, New York cracks me up. I don't care what nobody say. So anyway, they in the car. So she's like, so like I said, Pumpkin said, we're just trying to get to know you. New York response is, like I said, I don't want to get to know y'all. I don't care about none of y'all. So Rain jumps in. No, Georgia rolls her eyes. I said, here y'all go again. Here y'all go again. The near fact that she is dead is bothering the fuck out of y'all. Who put y'all all in the van together? They knew what they was doing. Because it's amazing how all y'all that hate her is in this one van. Which is damn near half the house. Or more. Anyway, so Rain kind of like hugs Georgia like they calm down. And so New York is saying, basically, I don't give a fuck about y'all. I don't know why y'all trying to talk to me. I keep trying to tell you I don't want to talk to y'all. Rain responds like, turn around, turn around, turn around. So New York, get your hands out my face. And I'm not turning around. Who the fuck is you? So when I tell you they going back and forth, New York is just as calm, but she's not backing the fuck down. Rain is damn near jumping out the seat, damn near hitting her head on the roof of the van. I said, bitch, so she was like, you ain't nothing but the devil. I said, bitch, if you don't calm down, it is never that serious. It's never, we don't like you. You just need to leave. I can't wait till you get out the house. I can't wait till you get out the house. New York said, I'm not going nowhere. Bitch, you can't now. We don't like you. Nobody in this house like you. When I tell you Rain was going to fuck off, I said, bitch, why are you so pressed? Why do she bother you so much? Because if somebody don't want to speak to me, you think I'm pressed about them not wanting to speak to me? Bitch, cool. We don't gotta talk. Why the fuck do we need to be friends anyway? Anyway, so when I tell you that van was jumping, and New York was not focused. Not tell you, New York did not give a fuck and was not focused on none of them bitches. Even with all that hooping and hollering, she was still good. I said, I like this bitch right here because, baby. Okay, let's move on. Okay, so they arrived to the hotel. I mean, it's not a hotel; it's a resort with hot tubs. And Flav lets us know that, he want to see these girls in a bikini. He want to see how physical they going to get with your boy Flav. And I was like, ew. But he want them to get physical with him. He want to see them in a bikini. He want to see what they're working with. And he also said that, he had such a great time in the hot tub with Bridget Nelson. And it was like all physical, and it was basically love at first sight. He want to see if he can get that with one of these girls. I said, you don't want to try nothing different? But okay. So Big Rick explained the rules to him. You got 10 minutes, dog. When I tell you 10 minutes, you got 10 minutes. And when I blow this whistle, you got to get your little ass up out that water and go to the next hot tub. And we're going to continue it from there. All right? All right? Okay. Boom. So first up is Pumpkin. Now, let me tell you something about Pumpkin. I don't care what nobody say. Pumpkin is that girl that will definitely let you smash on the first night. Pumpkin will let you smash if you meet her within 15, 20 minutes. That's the vibe I get from Pumpkin. Pumpkin is just, anyway, she has a little game she plays, and basically he picks something, and inside he ends up picking something, and it's like shower him with kisses. So she starts kissing all over him and kissing. And I was like, bitch, you gonna kiss him in the mouth? Bitch, for real? And y'all gonna be using tongue? Y'all nasty. Nothing about kissing that man in his mouth look appetizing. Cute, look like maybe if I even squint my eyes, no bitch. Not even a squint. But they was doing it. But anyway, so Pumpkin thing, like I said, I think Pumpkin would definitely let him smash within 15 minutes. If he want Pumpkin right now and he could figure out how to get that shit done within them 10 minutes, Pumpkin would have made it happen for him. She would have given him 5 at least. 6. Anyway, next up was Oyster. She came in there with the red. She wanted to whip him, and he was like, nah, chill out. I don't get whipped. I do the whipping. She was like, anything you want. She looked like she just, I don't know, something about her just don't rub me. I feel like she is such a straightforward, she don't look fun. She looked like she don't look fun. Let's move on from her. Okay, so next up was Sirius. And Sirius basically had some string on. They didn't really show, I think they showed probably like 5 seconds, if 5 seconds of her. And then they went right to Peaches. Now, Peaches she came in and she started playing the guitar and singing a song for Flavor Flav of Love or some shit. And then we moved on from Peaches. Okay, so next up you got Sweetie. I forgot she was even on there, but she pulled out a little rap, shook her little bomb bombs. And then next up you got New York. I guess we're going through these really fast because I'm telling you, I feel like we only seen less than 5 seconds of them. New York probably got 10 seconds. And she was just like, hey babe, I'm gonna give you peace. I'm gonna nurture. I'm gonna love you. I'm just gonna give you everything that you want. And and she's just a touching on him, but she ain't kissing his ass. I said, she's smart. He like, yeah, New York is telling me everything I want to hear. So New York is on to something right now. Let's move on. Okay, next up is Rain. She was a little weird to me. I guess like I said, you only get like 3 or 5 seconds of these girls. And she was just like, every guy that I've been with either used me or abused me or lied to me. That's all I got out of her. No, she said used her or cheated on her. That's what she said. Used her or cheated on her. And that's what we got out of her. Next up was Hoops. He was like, how you like that body? She was like, what body? He was like, look at this back. She was like, that's a spine. They giggled and moved on. Okay, then you have Apples who wants to do the hula. Okay, and he said, nah, I want to lay you. And she giggled. Then you got Georgia. I don't know what the fuck she was talking about. She was putting me to sleep. Something about feng shui or something. I think that's what she was saying, if I can remember correctly. Some shit like that. But yeah, I'm telling you, we getting them quick, y'all. Okay, next up was Goldie. We got them in there dancing. Go Flavor and Goldie. And that's all we got. And then he made a comment like, oh, don't do too much shaking. You're going to shake this hot tub off the mountains. I said, let's not go there, little boy. You shaped like a little 12-year-old. Don't go there. And Goldie is not big. So I don't even understand why he said that. I was like, don't do that. Just because she ain't a stick figure, don't do that. But yeah, that's what he said. And then next up was Smiley. Now, Smiley, she went and took off her makeup. I mean, we got a little bit more time with Smiley because she started taking off her makeup. Like, I just want you to see who I am. I just want somebody to eat milk and cookies with. I just want somebody to come home to and laugh to, watch TV with. That's what Smiley was saying while she was taking all her makeup off. And she was like, I just want you to see the real me. I said, bitch, you still pretty. And why the fuck did you come to the hot tub with makeup on? That shit was gonna sweat off anyways, the fuck? But that was Smiley. Moving on. Okay, then you got Dimple. She got his ass on roller skates. He falling all into her. She falling into him, but she didn't try to make out with his ass. He says, you got a pretty smile, and she says, so do you. And I'm just like, lies. But we kept it moving. Then you got Hottie. Hottie came in with the... I said, girl, what the fuck? She had this thing with the light going around in it. I guess he was trying to hypnotize him, and he was like, can you get closer to me? I would love for you to be in the water. She was like, I know, but no, I'm not. I ain't getting that close to you. Hottie ain't no fool. But yeah, Hottie was doing, I don't know what she was doing. Hottie trying to work her boobs, y'all. That's what Hottie be doing. Hottie be trying to work them big old boobs that she got. And he loving them. Moving on. And now up next is Miss Latin. And baby, when I tell you, she was standing there like, all she had to do was stand up against the wall. And that was it for him. He was like, oh my God, she blew me away. He digging her. When I tell you he is digging her, he is digging her. Like, he want her. I'm guaranteeing he probably get rid of all them other girls and keep Miss Latin. Because every time he see her, he got the reaction with her. So we know kind of women he like, we see you, Flav. So yeah, he like her. That's all I can say about Miss Latin. Moving on. Okay, so now that all his dates is over, he now has to pick 3 women to go out on a date with so he can get to know them personally. Like, because it was more of a competition I think I forgot to tell y'all that part when I told y'all about the Flavgram. But yeah, he's going to pick 3 women. And the 3 women that set it all off and made him feel a little something was Miss Latin. We already knew that was going to happen. New York and Smiley. So them 3 are going on a date with Flav for this part of the competition. I guess they want. All right, let's move on. So after the whole date thing, everybody's at home chilling, I guess, or whatever. So this is like 4 o'clock in the morning. They start arguing. What happened was New York and Pumpkin got into an argument. And baby, when I tell you they got into that shit, it started with Pumpkin saying some shit like, I don't understand. If you don't want to speak to me, I want to know why you don't like to speak to me. And New York response is, why does it matter if I don't want to speak to you? Because I think it's weird that you don't want to speak to me. I did something to you. So they going back and forth over who should speak to who, why I shouldn't speak to you. I don't have to speak to you. I don't want to speak to you. But apparently it was bothering the fuck out of Pumpkin. Because when I tell you she was pressed. She was pressed that New York don't want to talk to her. Talking about, I'm just trying to get to know you or whatever. So Pumpkin's like, you think you going on a honeymoon or some shit like that. I guess because New York wanted to date or whatever. And I guess she was gloating and happy about the shit. But if it was them, they'd be happy too. But anyway, so she was like, you're not going to stay here. You're going to be going home. This is Pumpkin telling New York this. New York is like, I am going to stay. I'm going to be here. So she was like, I bet you $1 million. New York was like, you ain't even got $1 million. Because if you had $1 million, bitch, you'll get a facelift. And when I tell you, that shit stumped Pumpkin. Pumpkin was stumped. Pumpkin stood there for a few seconds, y'all. She didn't have no comeback. She didn't know what to say. The only thing she could think of was to get up and probably walk away. But then she thought about it a little bit. She's like, you know what? You know what? At least I don't look like a transvestite. I said, so they go back and forth. She called her and told New York told her she need a facelift because she got too many wrinkles. Pumpkin told her she looked like a goddamn man. And when I tell you they was going back and forth. So not New York, Pumpkin goes in the confessional. I may have a few wrinkles. I said, bitch, no, you have more than a few. You got your whole face is wrinkled, but we're gonna let that go. And then she was like, but at least I look like a woman. I said, popular opinion or just my opinion? I mean, sometimes you ain't got the room, boo. She was like, at least I don't have my thick tucked in. I said, maybe you do. We don't know that for sure. Like, did we give you an exam down there? Did they give you an exam before you got here to make sure, since you want to call people out? I said, bitch. But when I tell you, and that shit didn't even bother New York. When I tell you that shit rolled off her like, bitch, bye. You ain't saying shit. You see how bothered you are? And when I tell you, she got so upset. When I tell you, she got upset because New York wasn't upset and New York was laughing at her ass. Yo, she wanted to act like she wanted to fight her. Boom, Flav comes downstairs to find out what's going on because now they in the house screaming, yelling. And y'all know it's echoing. It's going all throughout the house, right? So he comes downstairs and Pumpkin does what all white women do. Put tears on. Bitch, you was just tough and calling that girl a man in the kitchen. Now he come downstairs. You want to start crying to her. She told me I need a facelift. Bitch, you do. What the fuck? What are you crying for? You just told her she looked like a man. And you crying because she says you need a facelift? You don't get no fucking white tears out of it. See, before it was white tears. Now it's called a Karen. Bitch, stop it. Stop. I said, no, this bitch is not crying. No, she is not acting like the victim. When clearly you started that whole argument by even asking her why the fuck she not talking to you. Why the fuck do you care? You a grown ass woman in the house with a bunch of other grown ass women fighting for a little ugly ass man. Girl, please, you got other things to worry about. Not one bitch in the house. You feel threatened by her. She makes y'all scared. Y'all are scared of her. Just her presence alone. Because I don't understand. What the fuck does it matter? Just you talking to everybody else in the house. Everybody else in the house is talking to you. Why the fuck do you care about one bitch? That's beyond me. But anyway, so Flav was like, why do you care what she thinks? She's not paying none of your bills. She's not doing anything here for you. So New York is all upset. New York, Flav is like, New York, where you going? She's like, Flav, I'm going to go get my cigarettes. I said, bitch, not go get your cigarettes. You stressed, huh? New York says, look, this is too much for me. This is a little bit too much. I'm arguing with you bitches in the bed. I'm arguing with you bitches in the house. Like, enough. She went her ass upstairs and she was like, I'm gonna get her. She gonna get it. She gonna get it. And Pumpkin downstairs crying, giving Flav a hug, blame victim. I said, bitch, Yeah, I'm mad that everybody just stood around here and let that girl play victim like that. You should have said, bitch, you started. What the fuck? How we get here? But yeah, that's what happened here. Let's move on. All right, so after all that happened, it's the next day. I'm assuming it's the next day because that was like 4 o'clock in the morning. But it's sometime later. We get Miss Latin in the phone room again. And what is she doing? Trying to call her ex-man Cash. But oh wait, Cash picked the fuck up and hung right back the fuck up. She called her ex-man Cash, was like, hello, Cash, don't hang up. He was like, hello? Yeah, good luck whatever you doing. Click. She was like, Cash, Cash, Cash. I said, bitch, he hung up already. The dial tone is there. Why are you still calling his name? She was like, I just have to make sure. I said, no, bitch, he hung up. We heard it. And it's right by your ear, so we know you heard it. Anyway, so she now even worse. Like, oh man, I know she got to be thinking I shouldn't have did this shit. I shouldn't have been here. Y'all, she's stressed out. When I tell you this bitch is stressed out, she is so stressed out, she don't even know what to do with herself. So boom, she goes back upstairs into the room. Now, Oyster heard some of this. I don't know how much she heard, but she heard some of it. So she get back in the room and she looking like she says. Everybody looking at her like, what's wrong with you? Are you okay? She was like, I just miss my ex-boyfriend. When you wake up with somebody for like 4 years and, go to sleep with them, it's just really, really hard. So everybody's like, oh, like, don't cry. Like, how long it's been? That bitch said 1 week. Everybody said, what? Did you just say 1 week? Girl, why are you here? When I tell you, it stumped everybody when she said a week. She was like, 1 week? Okay. So one of the girls, Apples, was like, so if he came right now and said to you, you got to choose him or Flav, who are you choosing? She was like, I said, bitch, what you thinking for? She was like, I'll choose him. Everybody was like, I said, who y'all thought she was going to say? She said she just broke up a week ago. Y'all know how the 1 week breakups be? They don't be real. Those be the pretend ones. So y'all, what I tell you, now y'all know Miss Latin is going on a date with him, right? You know him and her, Miss Latin, New York, and Smiley about to go on a date with Flav. For they had won that little competition thing, when they was in a hot tub. Yeah, so now they're getting ready for the date. Big Rick comes in and gives them the gifts. They read it, tell them to get ready, and they look like they was going on a sporting trip. But he comes out like, y'all, let me ask y'all a question. Somebody can't pick y'all up on a date looking like that. Y'all going? Dead ass. Y'all going? I'm just saying. If your man showed up and y'all going? Or you telling him we staying inside? Yeah, we be staying inside. We ain't going nowhere. Take that fucking clock off first. All right, I'll do everything without the clock. Some gotta give. Shit, sunglasses too. Shit. Anyway, so he about to take these 3 out on a date so he can get to know them, and personally, because now he got to narrow it down. 5 bitches got to go home today, so he trying to figure out which 5 of the nice young ladies. After I just called them bitches, 5 of the nice young ladies got to go. All right. Okay, so they end up going on the date as far as they went roller skating. I love roller skating. I used to roller skate as a kid. I used to roller skate as an adult too. I even had my own skates. Anyway, that's not the point. It is not about me. Oh, so he takes them roller skating, right? So, it's three of them trying to get his attention. And yes, they was all saying, oh, New York is being flirtatious. New York is just basically hogging all the time. Because New York said, I had a strategy, bitch. I don't know what the fuck y'all came here for, but I got one. Why she kept falling on purpose so Flav can pick her up and skate with her and she'll fall again. Y'all know how that shit go. But in the process of him picking her up half the fucking time, he was bopping her in the head with that big ass clock. I said, sir, take that shit off while you're skating. You're skating. What if you fall forward and that shit falls like this and you fall on top of it? Sir, I'm saying it's just dangerous. Can you please, and it's distracting. Because, y'all, he was bopping her all in the head. But that was her fault because she kept wanting to fall. Anyway, so boom. Now they get to the table with, because he was trying to get to know them a little bit, I guess, while they were skating, but New York was blocking. So now he at the table with them because now they about to get some snacks. So he asked them both, all of them actually, have you ever been in a relationship? What's going on? Have you ever been married? Tell me a little bit about yourselves. Smiley's been married. She said one day her husband just woke up and was like, yo, you're not the one. I'm not in love with you. I'm not in love with you. I don't love you. I'm out of here. I was like, well, damn, did he really say it like that? I mean, damn, bitch, he could have wrote a Dear John letter at that point, because why you got to say that to her face like that? If he woke up and said some shit like that, could y'all imagine somebody you in love with really wake up and tell you, bitch, you ain't the one? What? I'd be emotional wreck. Anyway, but that's what Smiley said happened to her. But look at her. She's still out there trying to get it. And then Miss Latin. He asked Miss Latin. Miss Latin said she only had 2 relationships. She had one in high school, and then the last one, just didn't work out. Differences. It was just not working. She was like, I could have told him about my situation that I kind of just broke up with him just now, but I didn't think it was the right time. I said, bitch, when is the right time? I mean, everybody know because you came upstairs and had the conversation and said that you would go with your ex versus him. So I mean, now couldn't even be a better time because they was all standing there when that happened, and they could be standing there when this happened. See, we don't know how to do shit. But he digging Miss Latin because he said he is most attracted to Miss Latin out of all the girls that he with. Miss Latin is being real with him. I said, no, she not. I said, little do you know, she making phone calls behind your back, bro. She trying to get back with cash, not with Flav. But, yeah, so that was their date, y'all. Moving on. So now, after the date, y'all, remember I just told y'all that Flav was really digging Miss Latin. And New York picked up on that to the point where when she got back to the house, she was putting in some work. I can't remember who was in the kitchen, but I think it was Oyster and Hottie in the kitchen. And she was saying how she's still in love with her ex-boyfriend. And she was told that, she heard her say that she would choose her ex-boyfriend. New York was riling up the girls. When I tell you she was just putting it out there just a little bit. So now you got Hottie saying, all right, I'm about to make sure Flav get this information so we can get her out of here. Because New York was saying, yeah, it's not fair because she's going to take somebody's spot who really wants to get to know Flav. And, Holly like, look, that's my money. That's my man. Oh, no, this bitch ain't. So, boom, she go to Pumpkin and ask Pumpkin what happened. Did you hear that Miss Latin, something about the ex, yada, yada, yada. So, Pumpkin said, yeah, I asked her. So, it was Pumpkin who asked her and not Apples. But I asked her who would she choose, and she chose her boyfriend. But Pumpkin did say, I'm not going to tell Flav because I'm not that type of person. I'm not going to snitch her out. So, I'm not going to do it. So, Holly was like, cool, say no more. Now I know what I got to do. I said, oh, shit, it's about to go down. Okay, so after that, now it's dinner time, right? So now they are actually making their plates. They actually starting to make their plates. So Hottie asked Miss Latin, can she talk to her outside? So they go outside to have a talk, but Miss Latin goes outside a little confused, like, why does bitch want to talk to me outside? So Hottie says to Miss Latin, like, basically, let me tell you what's going on. Somebody said, I'm not going to tell you who said, but somebody said that you was calling your ex and that you said that you would rather be with your ex than be with Flav, pretty much. So instantly, Miss Latin gets defensive. She was like, no, they lying. That's not true. And I'm like, that is so much the truth. You was just upstairs having this whole conversation. What are you talking about? So now Hoops comes out. Hoops and Goldie comes to the door. Hottie asked them to go back inside so she could finish the conversation with Miss Latin, but Miss Latin wants to drag them in it because now she needs somebody to help her go against Hottie because she know that's what she know that's the truth. So Hottie got to be the odd one out at this point. So she's like, she gonna ask me and tell me that I'm not here for flavor, this and that. This. Whatever Miss Latin said, that's not what Hottie said. Miss Latin was starting to lie again, y'all. She started lying, saying that Hottie said all this other stuff that Hottie didn't say. So Hottie said, no, I didn't say that. What I said was, she repeated about something. I can't remember exactly what she said, y'all. Something along the lines of you basically choosing your ex-boyfriend, which is the truth. That's what happened. So Hoops goes, what does it matter? Why do anybody care? So Miss Lavin is not like, exactly. I'm like, but you in the house for love to try to meet a man that's looking for love that you saying that you're looking for. That's why the fuck it matters. Like, what are we talking about? So because they don't like Hottie too tough, everybody wants to start the gang up on Hottie. So they get to the table, and so Miss Lavin like, so if you got anything to say, just say it to me now. And Hottie repeated exactly. You called your man. You said you'll choose your man. And now everybody's yelling at Hottie, like Hottie's the bad person. I'm like, are y'all letting this go over your head? The fact that she calls her ex-man in the house and that she's trying to get back with her ex-man while she's on the show looking for love. Oh, I get it. Y'all don't like Hottie. So now everybody at the table, damn near, not everybody, but pretty much most of them, is ganging up on Hottie, telling Hottie she's a liar and she's trying to cause trouble. No, the fuck she's not. Hottie's doing what Hottie's supposed to be doing. Why is she hidden? Y'all don't like Hottie, so this is why this is why y'all all taking Miss Latin side, because I would be sitting there saying the same thing. This bitch is not here for the right reasons, especially if I'm trying to get closer up on the finish line. Like, what the fuck? But anyway, so they hooping and hollering and screaming. Everybody basically getting up on Hottie. Hottie's not backing down and taking Miss Latin's side. So at some point, I forgot she was even fucking there. Sweetie starts banging on the table. Hey, ladies, can I enjoy my dinner for one time? I was like, no, bitch, they arguing. What the fuck you mean, can you enjoy your dinner? No, let them finish, because I need to know what's going on. So while all this is going on, all the arguing, screaming, the banging on the table, you got Goldie over here talking about, did y'all enjoy the chicken? How was y'all chickens? I said, yo, when I tell you it was a lot going on at that dinner, it was a lot going on. New York was at the table like, these bitches is backstabbers. Like, this is why I don't fuck with none of them. This is exactly why I don't rock with near chick at this table. Because look at y'all. Look at y'all. 1 minute, they know Hottie not wrong, but they don't like Hottie. Oh, New York know Hottie not wrong, but they don't like her, so they jumping on her and taking Miss Latin's side. But New York know the truth about the whole thing, but she don't fuck with none of them, so she ain't jumping on nobody's side. So she gonna let Hottie get beat the fuck up by herself. She gotta windmill her way out of that shit. But anyway, so that's what's going on at the table. So now at this point, while everybody was in there, you hooping and hollering, somebody done slithered their ass away. And who was that be? Oyster. Oyster was sitting at that table, taking everything the fuck in. Excuse me. Taking everything in. And baby, when I tell you she slithered herself right on out of there like a snake, move your body like a snake, mom. She went over to Flav and was like, yo, what if you knew that somebody was calling their ex-man from your crib? And he was like, damn, I would want to know. Who is it? Why this bitch try to whisper in his ear in the microphone, call everything? She was like, Miss Latin. And when I tell you that microphone picked up loud and clear, I said, bitch, what was the purpose of that? You could have just said Miss Latin. You whispering. No, y'all, she really went to his ear to whisper that shit. I said, bitch, we heard you. So he was like, word. Yeah, Flav. The bitch that you was all giggly eyes over. That thick bitch. The one that you was like, woo. Yeah, she was calling her ex-man. She was trying to get back with him while she trying to, I don't know what with you. I don't know what she was trying to do with you, because she wasn't trying to get close to you. She didn't even, I don't remember her really hugging him too tough either. Even on a little date, because he grabbed her. And she didn't even smile or look happy on the date. Yeah, her. But he, his little feelings is hurt. And now it's time for eliminations, y'all. Here we go. All right, y'all. All right, y'all. This is gonna be the elimination, and I'm gonna tell you who left, and then I'll tell you who stayed because who left is shorter than who stayed. So, okay, the first one is she left. She went home. Was Georgia. Georgia. Oh, Georgia. Yeah, Georgia had to go bye-bye. She didn't make the cut this time around. Y'all, Miss Latin. Now, I told y'all he was digging Miss Latin. First episode, this episode. But y'all know Red Oyster went and told him that she was calling her ex-man from the crib, and he was hurt. He was like, come on, man. You ain't have to do this to me. You could have kept it real. You would have been the one. And I said to myself, yeah, she would have, because you was really, really, really digging her. So, but yeah, he sent her ass home. He also sent Apples home. This is Apples. He sent her home. Apples went home. Oh, Bubbles went home. Like I said, they didn't even, I don't even think they showed them. I think they showed Apple one time throughout this whole episode. Bubbles, I don't even know if that was Bubbles or not. They didn't even show her. I guess she thought about like, this shit was way too much for me. Like, I'm out of here. Because she was damn sure it was a clear color who left. But that's not the point. The other person who left, y'all, when I tell you, she was bugging the fuck out. She was bugging the fuck out. She was like, for that fake bitch to still be in this house, I thought Flav knew what he was doing. I'm never talking to Flav again. This crazy nut here. Rain. Like, y'all, she was doing too much for me. She was doing too much for me. And I'm actually kind of glad she's gone because I felt like she would have been causing a lot of the issues. Well, shit, they all about to cause issues, I guess. But she was just too much for me. She was doing way too much. And I think that was it. Who had to leave? Now, who stayed? Hottie stayed. But why Hottie say that? New York looked like Shrek. She said he needed to send New York home because she looked like Shrek. I said, bitch, no. And when I tell you, everybody had something smart to say about New York when she got her clock, because New York didn't get to stay. But everybody was talking about Hottie ass. When I literally tell you, everybody talks about Hottie outfit. Everybody had something to say about Hottie. She need to be ashamed of herself. She need to take that shit off. And I said, y'all wild enough because she wasn't even that big. Y'all just dragging it at this point. Because Hottie was not that big. But anyway, that was Hottie. Smiley, she got to stay. So she's here for another one. We got our girl Goldie. Goldie get to stay. Our girl Hoops get to stay. Who else? Sirius, she get to stay. Pumpkin, she get to stay. Sweetie, she get to stay. I forgot she was on there too because she kind of quiet too. She another one that's quiet that you will forget that's there. Even though at the table she did make a scene when they was acting up and she wanted just to eat her meal when she banging on the table. But other than that, she's pretty quiet. Oh, I didn't show you a New York picture. New York, she get to stay. And Peaches get to stay. I need a better picture of Peaches. I need a better picture of them all, but I forgot to do it. But that's not the point. But those old ladies that get to stay. So now we're down to 10 ladies. 5 of them just took their asses home. So we're going to see what next episode brings us. That was the end. I want to tell you, I thank y'all for watching. Please do not forget to like and subscribe to my channel. And until next time, your girl is out.